And as we get into Wellness Wednesday, please, what are your thoughts on this particular topic?
Yes, because today we are going to be talking about health myths that are outdated, health myths that don't even make sense. Those things that your great-grandmother has told you, that has been passed down to your grandmother, to your mother, how drinking a soda will give you a cold. What are some of those health myths that you're there being told that we know for sure do not make any sense? Send us the messages on our WhatsApp number, and let's get right into it. It's time for Wellness Wednesday.
Ladies, we're on time. We're on time.
All right, so there's some of those things that we've heard so much growing up that it just seems as if they're a fact. You know, they become gospel truth once we believe them and we hear about them so many times. I already said that thing about a soda. And I remember, honestly, like every single time my mom would be there trying to make sure, like, when it's really cold outside, no one was allowed to drink soda, no one was allowed to drink juice. Because that means you will get a cold.
You're that mom.
It is not true. It is not true. Whether, as in, by the way, sugary drinks, whether you already, as in, like, we're going to be the one to cause the coma. Well, if you already have it, it can aggravate it, but it is not the cause of it. What is something that you've heard growing up that you know makes no sense, but you still believe it?
Is when you eat some certain parts of the chicken. They are only for men.
Like the
Actually, when you
gizzard.
eat, I don't know, this part, it has like a something which extends like this.
The chicken wing.
When you eat it, I don't know, you won't get a job or something. It's just some silly stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not make sense at all.
Okay, I don't know. I think I skipped that class for being lied to, but I'm sure I will come up with something. But there are some which are just standard information that we all know, we've all heard, and then we're all going, okay, it's a bit of a lie. So what is one of them? Are you?
Number one is you must drink 8 glasses of water each day. Now, according to a lot of health statistics and everything, everybody has different hydration needs. So it's not just one standard thing that you have to have 8 glasses or you need 10 liters. Now I even heard a thing when you can drink too much water and get water poisoning and everything. I'm just like, okay, what is the problem? Is there really such thing as drinking too much water? Apparently there is. So you need to make sure that you speak with your doctor and find out what is the recommended amount of water for you specifically to drink. But me, I don't care whether they say it or not. I still think you should have at least 8 glasses of water a day.
Yeah, but
And you know, you can still get water from tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
From food.
Yeah,
you know?
so it should be just hydration. But another very important thing to note is even when women are going through the time of the month, we tend to retain a lot of water. That's why you will find yourself like gaining a little bit of weight during your nini, because like any water that is kept in your, like any amount of fluid that comes in, it will be retained, whether it is water from carbs, whether it is water from vegetables, whether it is tea you drank or you are drinking a glass of water like Ayuma over here right now. Regardless of where you get water, water will be retained in your body. But here is another one which I up until today thought was a fact. Okay, cranberry juice and UTIs. I kid you not, I always have at least 1 bottle of cranberry juice somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm like, cranberry is good for you. In fact, I went so far as to buy supplements, you know those tablets that you get, the supplements for cranberry, so I could completely kick out UTIs. Because I used to be one of those people, if I happen to pee in a toilet that is not my own, or a toilet that I have not cleaned myself, I will automatically get an infection. So I thought that was the case, but apparently UTIs and infections aren't the same thing. And even more so, apparently, cranberry products are not effective in treating UTI. If you already have one, you really just need to get go to a doctor and get medication for it.
That's crazy.
I fell for that too, the cranberry juice, but it did not even work. And I hear that it also has side effects when you're pregnant. I don't know if in Arakisha, the contractions or something. I don't know.
Stories,
But again,
man.
we are not professionals, please. So before you do anything that we're telling you to do, kindly consult your doctor.
Yeah, also on that thing, team pineapples. You're there busy eating all the pineapples in the world, hoping that it will change the taste and smell of certain areas. Oh, lie. Imagine. They
For
said
real?
it's a lie.
What?
It's a lie.
You just need to take probiotics if you have issues.
Yeah.
You just need to take probiotics to bring back the good bacteria. Then you can enjoy the odorless whatever. But again, we have people who say, the people who never get sick, you know, as much as it is a fact that we have people who rarely get sick, I think the word to use is rarely get sick, it doesn't mean that they will not get sick at some point. So our advice is don't refuse to go for those vaccines, any kind of vaccine. Because unajifanya jeshi like, oh, me, I don't get sick, nini. Because child, I tell you, ugonjwa ikikupata hivi, those people who rarely get sick, by the way, wanalala kwa bed.
Yeah, I used to be one of those people who would never ever get sick. And I'm like, oh, my mama took care of me. You know, I don't get sick at all until it started raining. It rained and it poured.
Yeah.
I got everything. Y'all have seen me going out worse doing asthma, doing the onini, the coughing. The whole December, remember?
Even you're blind now.
Now I am blind. It's like when it rained, it just automatically poured. So y'all better be getting your medication, your supplements. Please consult a doctor. Even teeth. I have never gone to a dentist my whole life, guys. I feel like I need to start going now because next thing my teeth will be falling out. Ati, I never have problems with my teeth. Yo, go to a doctor.
Yeah. Another one that we always hear is you need to have at least 8 hours of sleep. I think like until now, I'm shocked that this is not the recommended amount.
This is
You
a
know,
lie,
yeah.
I am so shocked because apparently it depends on who you are. Some people only need 5 to 6 hours. Some even need 9 hours of sleep. And I feel as if I'm one of those people. You know,
need 10.
me, I need 9, 10,
well,
11 hours of sleep. I don't feel okay with just 8. 8 sometimes are not enough.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I think the bare minimum, you can actually survive with just 5 hours of sleep and be okay, depending on who you are.
I know, I know someone who only needs 3 hours.
Okay.
I kid you not. Yeah. Just 3 hours, they are up and running and...
What I can tell you from experience is you can't survive on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I tried that for like 6 months. At some point, I was a zombie. I was just like, you know, when your things are just happening and it's like you're in a haze.
Yeah.
You feel like you're consistently daydreaming. That's what happens. So please don't try 2 hours.
You even
2
start
hours doesn't-
hallucinating.
Girl.
Yeah, you become
And there was
crazy.
a time I snoozed my alarm. I almost missed work because I snoozed my alarm for like, I think the first time I was like, I'll be up in 30 minutes. I slept for 5 hours after that. I almost got lost. I almost lost my job that one time. So, yo, just get enough sleep for you. When you're feeling tired, your body will always tell you, right? Your body will always tell you when you're tired. Now, here is another one. Oh my God, I'm going on a detox. Like, I am just drinking cranberry juice or I am just drinking
lemon
water with like ginger. And I'm just like also having like a lot of celery because like I'm going on a cleanse. No. Your body has a part on it or in it called the liver. Unless your liver is failing is when you need to have a detox. But otherwise, your body does all of that work for you. So and if you're talking about drinking cranberry juice and all of these celery juices, it's just to make yourself feel good, clear up your stomach, because I know celery juice clears up your stomach, but not detox. Your body has a liver for that particular reason, so it's a lie. There's nothing like detoxing.
Yeah, and also when you're told that you need to go carb-free, carbohydrate-free for you to lose weight, it works for some people and it does not work for other people like myself. Even if I stop eating carbs, for me, I don't know. I don't know. I just need prayer. Even if, you just breathe. Then you add 5 kilos.
5 kgs in. Goddamn.
Yeah, so for this, we are unsure because it works for some, but does not work for other people. But then again, don't forget that we need energy from these carbs, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
take some.
And also, like, you know, with the whole carbs thing and everything, another misconception is thin equals healthy. Oh, if you see someone that's slim and slender, someone that's like, you know, like in general, like pretty small, you automatically, petite, you automatically assume that they are healthy. Let me tell you, it is not the case at all. For the longest time, I used to say, right now I can't really say that. I think I've gained a little bit of things here and there. But I always used to say I am skinny fat in terms of the body might be skinny.
But can you go up 3 flights of stairs
My
without
heart,
dying?
my heart is fat, okay? My heart is very fat. Going up the stairs, I'm there huffing and puffing. You know, just doing simple texts, I'm there busy sweating and everything because I am literally so unhealthy. And you can also be big and still be extremely healthy. It's all about how much you exercise, and it's all about the food that you're putting into your body.
Absolutely agree with that. Another one, vegetarians and vegans need more protein. First of all, do you know there is a thing called animal protein and fat and you know, plant-based protein? Like, oh, you're over there eating beans and you're told beans a very good source of protein. What are we talking about if then you need to have meat for you to have proteins? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of the food that we eat tends to have all those small, yes, it may have very little amounts of protein, but it still has protein. And someone was telling me this yesterday, and I was just like, oh, wait a minute, that makes a lot of sense. There's this gym instructor from my internship, and he does a lot of these food stuff, blah, blah, blah. So he was mentioning something, and I just went, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So he said this, do you understand people from Eastern and Central, we are very root-oriented people. You kula potatoes, squash, arrowroot, all of that is your jam. The other people from the West, them, they like bananas, a little bit of fish here and there. But look at people from Rift Valley. Do you ever see them taking a lot of fatty, like a lot of heavy carbs, like roots of the plant? No, it's usually now the stem and the leaf. And that's why you will never find Joroge, Kamau, Kadomi running the marathon in the UK. It's never gonna happen. All your life you have been eating roots, and then now you want to go marathon runner like Kipchoge. Are you mad? Are you mad, man? So that's stuff that you need to understand. Like based on what you eat over the length of your period of life.
Yeah.
Simply because you're adjusting and changing doesn't automatically mean that now you can become a wholly different person. Like people from a certain region will have certain traits, and it goes on and on. It's based on what you eat, yeah?
Yeah, and also listen to this. You should swap sugar for honey or a maple syrup.
I used to really think I was being healthy when I put honey in my tea. I'm like, I'm being healthy. I'm not on sugar, but I'll have honey.
Honey.
Sugar?
We
Yeah.
have others which are still processed. You know, maybe we avoid sugar because it's processed.
Yeah.
We also have honey. For you to get like pure honey, the real one, it takes a lot. And I came to find out that your body metabolizes them and other sugars in a similar way. So
Sugar
don't
is
let
sugar.
anyone lie to you.
Sugar is sugar. In fact, you're over here having sugar and saying, I don't do bread. Guess what? Bread is broken down into what? Into sugar. So it's all processed the same way. I don't understand it when people say, no, I don't eat bread. And then you see them like eating a whole Snicker bar. Bro, what are you doing?
Or
Like, what are
they
you
don't
doing?
eat like sweets, but then like you have a full bowl of like sugar and of fruits and stuff. Your
Sugar
body, once it
is
digests
sugar.
it's still gonna be sugar.
It's still sugar.
Yeah.
Guys, let's get serious about what we're talking about. And another important thing is, actually the funny thing, I saw this at the supermarket the other day, white honey. And I'm just going, white honey? Isn't that just wax mixed in with the honey?
Yuck.
I don't know. Please let me
never
know.
tried.
If you've ever seen white honey, let us know what that is, because me, I was bamboozled. I was mentally blocked by that information. Anyway, I see another one here, and they said, high-fat food is bad for you. Fat helps you enjoy your food more and keeps you fuller for longer, and it has two factors in helping with weight loss. And this is absolutely true. Okay, here's the thing. There are different kinds of fat. There's good fat and there's bad fat. You all know when we say avocado and avocado, you've all seen that name,
Yeah.
avocado. I'm fat, but I'm good fat.
Yeah.
It's actually true. Fat from nuts, fat from vegetable oils, fat from anything that is natural is always good fat, because your body knows how to break it down. Your body knows how to digest it. Unfortunately, when you start doing others, you know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that aren't necessarily vegetable fat, the ones that are just processed from many other chemicals over there. That is bad for you because your body doesn't know how to.
Exactly. How
True
to,
that.
to-
So
to
it means
break
it will
it
store it
down.
somewhere,
Yeah.
And that stored fat is where we now start saying, oh, baby, me, I'm always saying, kai in my stomach. I don't know how to lose it. It's because of that, what you eat. So fat is good for you.
Yeah,
And
and-
it also helps with like, sorry,
Yeah.
this is very important. Good fat, especially fat from nuts and all these, like basically good fat helps with hormones. Fat isn't processed, fat isn't naturally made in your body. So you have to ingest fat. Unlike any other food, fat does not get made by your body. So when you ingest fat, it helps you with protein. With hormones, it's the one responsible for things like testosterone and progesterone and all these other hormones that are good for you, estrogen and stuff, that helps you with like balancing your hormones, and then you're physically a good and better person in general.
Yeah, and just before we play game, I feel I should read this one. Someone says, if a male uses the sitting toilet and releases the semen, and then a lady goes there and the water jumps on you, you can be pregnant.
Ay, apana.
As you think about that, we quickly get to game.